Yes.
Cal, Trey Mitchell has obviously been pretty consistent for you guys this year, but I mean, back-to-back double-doubles. Do you just feel like even more so his confidence just continually grows and he's getting even more comfortable with you
It's
guys?
not confidence. It's his motor. When his motor runs, he is a double-double. And these guys rely on him. And they do Antonio too, but they rely on him. You know, he could play 4 and 5. He can shoot the 3. He can put it on the floor. What he proved today is he could rebound in traffic when they're all kind of guys whacking at the ball, and he did it. And then he made free throws. He was really good today. You know, 5 guys in double figures. Missed a lot of shots today. Defensively, again, first half, shaky. Give them credit with how they played, and then second half, we played better, or maybe they just missed shots. I don't know. But the numbers look like we played better in the second half defensively. Robert, you know, I told him, I said, Robert, you cannot get 3 and 4 fouls. Don't reach your hand in. Well, the second one wasn't a foul. Don't even reach your hand in. Ask Reed. You don't even try. You just be active, but you're not going to reach in to get 3 and 4 fouls, because the whole team, I said, do we need him in the game at the end? And they're all like, yes. So you can't do that to us. Only thing, if I had to do it over again, I didn't do my rotation as quickly as I have been. And then part of it was that group was playing so well offensively that I let them go. So it kind of got us out of whack in the first half. In the second half, I did what we've always done in 17-minute mark, a couple guys in, and, you know, we went from there. But it was a good game. Look, people are going to play them. You cannot run your offense. It ends up being a spread to court, maybe a pick and roll, a dribble handoff, try to get in the lane, hope they collapse. You're shooting some threes. Hopefully you can make some layups. Just like I said to the team after, how many plays did we run? We ran a couple double drags, they said. You ran a fist down and a couple top heads, and that was it. And that's why a guy like Robert in a game like that, where you can ISO him, it's because they switch everything. They muck it up. Their zone is a little different. They're out of bounds on the baseline's a little different. I thought we did good in there again. But we got every player on the court can pass, dribble, and shoot. So whoever you throw to, like, he can pass, dribble, shoot. It's a little different with that uniqueness that we have.
Cal, when Rob got that 4th foul with about 8 minutes left, you like grabbed him on the sideline, felt compelled to. What were you telling him in that instance?
The whole thing that I said to him after the game, I said, you know I love coaching you. And I love coaching you because you can really play. I love guys that can really play. If you can't really play, I like you, but don't like you as much, okay? So he can really play. But we had to get him to make easier plays because he thinks it's some of you older people know the and one tape. Now it's different. They do it on Snapchat or whatever the stuff is they do it on. But the other thing that he's got to continue to work on, and I had him in my office, your body language. That's what I talked to him about. You can't do that to your teammates. Your body language screams. Just come out. You miss a shot. I had another guy miss a shot and was like, oh, I can't leave you in the game. You're saying to me, you got to take me out because my mind isn't into this. But when you're the young team that we are, body language is that next thing. It was okay in AAU games to act like, why'd you take me out? Or, you can't do that now. And as you move in this sport, your body language screams. You can't do it. And that's why I grabbed him and why I talked to him after. But he knows I love him. Like, I love coaching him. And I got to take some of the stuff that he does and just, Italian, But he's as good as they get to go get baskets and get fouled.
Cal, back here in the center, what have y'all missed with Adu being out for these 3 games now? And is there any update on his injury? Is it just still general soreness, as you said?
I didn't practice or play shoot around today. I'll get an update and they'll tell me. But the thing that's happened is it's given Ugo a chance, it's given Jordan a chance, probably playing Trey more than he needs to, but all of a sudden you guys are asking me about his doubles because he is playing more minutes. But what he brings to the table, 8 rebounds and a toughness, rebounding in traffic. Another guy that can pass, dribble, and shoot, but he's more of a perimeter guy who's eventually going to be about 6'9" and 240, 250, and a player, like inside, outside, shoot, drive, dunk, make a pass. But he's got to get healthy. The back was bothering him, and this was the best course of action, so hopefully he's back soon.
Okay, Kyle.
Cal, you talked about the young guys rely on Trey, and beyond the basketball stuff, it seems like he has kind of a depth of perspective when he talks about the big picture of things. How much has that helped these young guys, just the experience, the life experience he has?
It's also how he handles me. Like, if I say something that's funny, he laughs. Like, he also, when I get on him, I got on him yesterday in the locker room about something. He can't remember what it was, but I kind of needled him without looking at him. And he said, well, the guy may be struggling because you're drawing up 6 plays in a timeout, and we don't know which one we're running. He said that to me, which I sometimes do. No, I love coaching him. I love it. And I love how he is as a teammate. You may say, well, if he's capable of getting 20 and 15, I said to the guys, I said, okay, if without DJ we didn't win, played UNC Wilmington, we lost. So DJ, you can't just say take minutes. How about Reed? Should he play less or should he play more? Okay, if he plays more, who plays less? Robert? Antonio, our leading scorer? I went around the room and I said, and then there's Trey. He was in my office the other day complaining about not getting enough shots. And they all went, what? You think he did that? They go, no, he didn't do that. They all know. And he laughed back there. He doesn't complain about it. He knows his role. But the game is moving to him. When you're 6'9" and you can stretch the floor and you can shoot and you can play basketball, there's a place for you. And he's, I'm happy about Antonio, what he's doing. How about defending? We're putting him on the best defensive player. But let me just tell you, again, Missouri, they play a way that takes you better just be playing basketball. You better be playing random. You better be playing with space. Because if you don't, you're going to struggle to score.
John, I had to look back. It was 2014, the SEC had just had 3 teams in tournament. You said, we've got to make this the cool league. Players want to be here. Well, you got your wish. I'm curious, how good is this league top to bottom, and how much is it going to help you for March, assuming it doesn't grind you to a pulp?
Well, again, I've said this over and over. For 30 years, basketball coaches win games, administrations win championships because they invest in it. You think of what happened in this league. Mike Slive got that TV deal done. Now, you had a choice of where you put all that money. Put it into one sport, or you could say basketball needed it. And many of the schools said, we're invested in basketball, we're invested in baseball, we're doing this, we're going to upgrade football stuff. And now, all of a sudden, they got unbelievable facilities. They got the top coaches in the country. They're able to go recruit. I was on with Mike Krzyzewski. I said in 2013, we would go to Augusta, and he would be in a private plane, and I would be in a private plane. Matter of fact, Joe Kraft's plane, right? There'd be 2 of us. You know how many planes are private now there? Everyone in our league is in a private plane moving around. The recruit, you can't, if you think you're going to fly commercial during the year and do this job and recruit and then stay overnight and get a 5 o'clock flight back, you better be 30 years old. And so now the investment in their facilities, the way they travel, the way they treat their players, everybody charters, that investment came from that TV deal. And then it is like the cool place to play now. I mean, this is a hard league now. Now, the bad news is it's hard to run the table or do anything like that anymore. But the other side of it is, I can remember Frank Martin apologizing to people in the room that he beat because I ruined your season. Because we aren't very good and we just beat you and knocked you out of the NCAA tournament. That doesn't happen now. Do you remember when you lost a game to somebody and they'd say, all right, you went from 10 to 21? Why? Everybody else loses. We lose. It's like, I'm not just saying us, I'm saying in our league. It's really hard, but it's the way it should be. Instead of, I said at that time, we should be getting 7, 8, 9 teams in, and that's where we are. It wasn't because of me. Maybe chasing Kentucky was part of it, but I think it's the investment that administration's made to upgrade all these basketball programs.
Okay, last two. One, Brian, we got one in the back. Yeah,
Cal, you look at the final score, you guys win by 13, but a big difference, you guys made 10 more free throws than Missouri. I was going to say, how much can you say about that, not just making that many, but the fact you went 84% and your two seniors went 14 for 14?
For the year, the teams are making more than they're shooting, so that's a normal, like if you look at the stats. We went into the game, and the people that were in the gym today, I told them, guys, we want to attack the rim. I like threes, but I love dunks and layups. So attack that rim. You'll get fouled. You'll make it. I was upset the play DJ drove in. The other thing is don't get the shot blocked. He comes to block it, throw it so high on the backboard. You're not making it, but we'll rebound that one and tip it. The block is, going the other way. But we were trying to attack the rim. I said, you don't want to end up shooting 43s because you could go 5 for 40, then you lose the game. Yeah, but we took 40. That's how we want to play. I'm trying to win. And we knew in this game they force you to take threes. So you want to say, we're taking the inside out, open threes, uncontested, which we did. Missed a bunch of them today. Like, I was surprised some of the misses we had. But they're not machines and they're not robots. What else?
last one.
Cal, you kind of touched upon it earlier and at the Florida game too, but when you have guys like on your team that were studs at the high school and AAU levels, and they don't have the best game, they still have good games, but maybe not the best, how do you turn that into creating balance as opposed to them getting too frustrated and not being able to pick themselves up?
What's happened last game, Aaron was so bad in the first half, and he flipped it. Did I do something or did he do something? He did it. So he learned that I don't have to play great the whole game. If I play bad, I can flip it and get myself in the right frame of mind. Who else was awful in the first half? Robert was so bad, he was throwing balls to them for layups. How was he in the second half? Really good. I told him, today I thought Justin did that. He made some plays, he banked one on the corner, and it looked like, and then he came back in the second half, missed it. We stuck with him. I want him to try to play through it. It's not what I'm saying. It's what he's saying to himself. What's the inner talk? You're not making every shot, so stop. If you miss, just keep playing. Get it back for us. Block a shot, defend. Him in transition. He's playing good, but in a month from now, you will all say, wow, this is what they were talking about. But he's working really, really hard. But this stuff doesn't happen on our time or his time. It doesn't. Sometimes you've got to go 3 months, 4 months, and all of a sudden you start breaking through and then you go. Most of the stuff they've got to work through. If they're taking, like if I've got to build their confidence, you're not going to be a player in that next league because they're not there to, you either help them win or you're out. It's what it is. I'm struggling today. Great, you're not playing, then I'll put you in the G League. You're going to complain? All right, now you're in the YMCA League. How about that? You have to have that inner drive and toughness. Let me just say one thing. 5-star players have been chased their whole lives. They never chased anybody. They got chased. and they could deal with it. When you come here at Kentucky, you're being chased. If you're not used to it, you'll struggle. You're a 3-star, 4-star, and you were always chasing, and all of a sudden it flips and they're chasing you. It's a different mentality. And that's why these kids, they've been chased. None of it phases them. The way they're playing for each other. Still had a few turnovers too many, but I give credit to Missouri because of how they played. First half, I was like, woo. You know, it was going to be ugly. I'm kind of bouncing around. Is that it? All right, let me go.